What's going on YouTube? So today we're going to check out the Eufy SpaceView HD wireless baby monitor. This is a 720 HD baby monitor with a 5-inch display. I believe they say SpaceView because it looks space age, something out of the sci-fi style movie. But it also comes with a bonus wide-angle lens, so that's really nice there too. It has night vision, which we hope so, because who doesn't watch or look at their baby when it's nighttime and it's dark. Pan and tilt and zoom, so it does have zoom, which is nice, 2x zoom. It can also pan and tilt, so that way when you get a toddler and they're getting out of their bed themselves, you can pan and tilt and try to find them in the room if need be. It says it's got delay-free transmission, so I mean that's pretty much real time. We have a baby monitor right now made by Summer with a 5-inch display, which I really like, and that was my prerequisite, as I wanted a 5-inch screen. I don't think there's any delay-free. I mean, I don't think there's any delay in the transmission, but we'll check this out to see how well it works. They say it's on a secure wireless connection, and it is got a long battery life. So it's got 7 hours of actually viewing battery life, and then 17 hours, up to 17 hours of just standby, which is really nice. I'll say our daughter sleeps naps for about sometimes up to 4 hours. And so when we have the baby monitor with us out and about without being charged on the charger, it almost dies, if not dies, right before she wakes up. So being 7 hours of life on the battery is really nice. So it does have the default lens, and then they have an additional lens, which is a wide angle mode. That way you can get a more wide angle, as you can see here. We'll check that out too here in a little bit. So that way you can get more of a wide angle view if you need to, and if you don't care about that, then you got the default lens. And then it's got a 2x zoom, so if you need to zoom up on something, you're able to do that with the actual screen itself. So it does come with smart alerts. You can set alerts for sound, and I believe motion, but you can also, the alerts can come through if there's a certain level of sound or motion, I believe. I know the sound for a fact, but sound activated screen or video streaming, so that's good. So that's probably what that is. But this is probably motion alerts, so that's nice. That way you don't have to continuously watch the monitor. It'll alert you when your baby is moving around or crying maybe even. That way you don't have to listen to the monitor. You probably can mute it for that purpose. It's got a long-range data transmission. I have seen other videos, and it goes pretty far. So that's really nice. It uses its own little wireless network transmission. So I know the Summer one that we have, it does fairly well, but once I get outside, it starts skipping, and the audio of itself keeps skipping, and you can see it on and off. But this one I've seen go a lot further if that's what you need. So I wanted to check the distance for the signal. Look how much signal I still have on the top left, and I am about 300, 400 feet from my house. And then the camera itself is still further in the house. So probably, I'm not 100% sure on how far, but look how much signal strength I still have. I'm pretty impressed with that. Even with the antenna down, the signal jumps around a little bit, but the screen still stays the same. I'm pretty impressed with that. Two-way audio, so you can talk to your kid, tell them to lay down and go to sleep. It's got 20-foot sound pickup, which is nice. So up to 20 feet from the actual monitor itself, it'll pick up the sound. And then also has multi-camera cycling. So if you pick up more than one of these monitors or cameras, you can it'll cycle through on the screen, on the single screen. It looks like it's multi-language UI and quick and easy to set up. And it's wall mountable as well, so you can mount that camera on the wall. So let's go ahead and open it up. I think Eufy does a really good job of packaging their stuff. It's almost like Apple. So eufylife.com. Speaking of which, I will link this product in the description so you can check it out yourself. But I searched, and pretty much any HD baby monitors in about the 150 range, and this is $159.99. So you have the baby monitor, and it does say fully charge the monitor before you use the first time, and it's got this protective screen on it, so you can remove that. Then you got the menu buttons right here, and then you have an on-off button here, and looks like volume buttons on the top. Then you have the actual antenna itself. And then you have a little kickstand down here. It is one side only, so if you have to put this on something that doesn't allow for that to happen, that might be a little inconvenient, but at the end of the day, if you're going to do that, you might as well just lay it flat. It does have some rubber feet down here, so when you actually do lay it on the kickstand, it won't slide around. And so you got the microphone down here, and then you also have the speaker right here on the back side. So here's the camera itself. Looks like a little space capsule. The camera's got a protective over it. Let's get that. Oh, I'll get it later. It's got, looks like speakers on both sides of the camera itself. So it's got a micro USB for this to power. And then it looks like it's got a sync button, so you can sync it with your actual monitor itself. So if you get more than one of these, this is already pre-synced up, so you don't have to worry about that. I also wanted to mention that there is an SD card, didn't see this, slot, so you can record video on this. And then also this charges by micro USB. So back to this, see, it looks like you can mount. I don't know if they probably come with a specific mount for this, but it's rubber down here, so that way you can put this on a surface and you don't have to worry about it moving around. So let's look at the accessories it comes with. So it comes with a corner mount, looks like here. So you put that in the corner of the room, and then the actual camera itself mounts to it. So then you have mounting hardware. You got drywall anchors and screws. Then you got something that says, are you happy or you're unhappy with this? So you can give that feedback to Eufy. You got a user manual right here. And then this explains how to install the wide angle lens. So it looks like it just screws on. Also, here's one of the cables for charging. Looks pretty long. So being micro USB, you can use either cable or use your own cable, but this is pretty long, so you can use this one to charge your screen or to actually plug in the actual monitor itself, whichever one you need. Then you have the two USB-A side adapter for the charger for the camera itself, or not the charger for the camera, but the power of the camera itself, and then also to charge the screen itself. Now, we got through all the accessories. I did not see the actual screw on for the wide angle lens, but I did notice, I just noticed it in here. It's got to be it. Yep, there it is. So here's the screw on adapter. It's in some little case here. So Eufy, if you're listening to this video, I recommend probably not putting it in here. I don't know, maybe if you're buying this, now that you know about it, so you know it's there, but I did not realize it was in there. Thankfully I'm smart and looked in here for it a little bit further, but I would think it'd be in the package. I guess it's a extension to the camera, so you might want to keep it safe in the foam, but I don't know, maybe it's a non-issue. So let's go ahead and get this thing charged. Screen charged, and then let's go ahead. I want to try it out and test it out. Alright, so now I have it set up in my living room right now. My daughter's sleeping, so I didn't want to wake her up and change out the monitors. So to get the power on, you hold the power button down. It fires up really quick, actually. So you have the actual how good the signal is here up the top left. You have, I think that's night mode enabled, so that means if the light turned off or if it got dark in here, it automatically go to night mode. And then you have the volume of the actual sound that's coming from the actual monitor itself. So it will go up and down as you see. I raised my voice a little bit and it went up a little bit. That way you can see what kind of noise is going on in there without actually hearing it. And then you have the temperature of the room, which is really nice. My summer monitor does not have the temperature of the room. There's the time, which is nice. My other one does not have time. And then the battery, how much battery life is left. So as you can see, this is my living room. I don't know how well you can see the screen, but I'm telling you, I am very impressed with the actual quality of the camera itself. So I can actually move it around. And then I can tilt it up. So let me, near real time, look at that. that is a movie. Looks like Taken 3. That shows you how well real time is. It does really well. Actually, it's hard to explain what real time video is, but I'm going to tell you right now, it does a really good job for what it is. You may not notice it, but at the end of the day, it's an extra feature. All right, so right now I don't have the wide angle lens on. I'll show you what it looks like with the wide angle lens on in just a second. But you have the microphone, so you hold that down to talk through the microphone on this, to talk through the camera. Then you have the menu, so you can change the brightness. You can change sleep mode, so you can turn it off. Do 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. That means the screen whenever it turns off. So right now, if I don't touch anything for 1 minute, it turns the screen off. Then it has, here's your sound activated alert. So I was wrong. It doesn't, I don't think it has motion sensor on it. It does have voice or sound activated alert, and you can change that by the different levels. So remember these dots up here? You can change that, so if it reaches a certain level that you choose, it'll alert you. Then you can change the time. Here's your zoom. So you can zoom, I can zoom all the way up to 2x, which the zoom's not bad. It doesn't really take away from the actual quality of the video that much. I still think the 2x zoom quality of the video is still better than what I had on my old one. And then you have add, delete, and cycle cameras. So you can add more cameras to this. So I don't have more than one kid, but when we have another kid, we'll eventually add another monitor to this, and it'll cycle through the monitors so we can check up on our kids. And then night vision mode, you can turn those on for each camera. Anti-flicker, so you can change different modes here. So if it's flickering on the screen, you can change the mode on there. Language, you can go to quite a few different languages. And then you can reset the default settings. Temperature units, you can go Celsius to Fahrenheit. A little about us and connect with us style. So that's the menu there itself. So overall, I am very impressed with the actual quality of the video camera. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the wide angle lens on and check out that screen, see how much wide it is. I'm gonna keep it to where it is right now, and then when I come back here, it's gonna be back to what it was. Let's go ahead and put the lens on itself. So it is threaded. You can't see the threads, but take it, and then you thread it on. And there you have it. There's the wide angle lens. Now, they don't give you a pouch or anything like that to put in, so I think that they're thinking is you're either going to use it or you're not, so which is probably true. So look how much wider the view is. I didn't even touch the camera other than put the actual wide angle lens on. Look at the difference. That's awesome. I'm going to show you the difference between this and the normal. I'm actually going to stagger the video itself so that way you can see. But the difference is actually pretty amazing, and the quality of the camera didn't change that much at all. When I was searching for the baby monitors, when I first had to search for them when we had our baby, she's now 2 years old, so she's not a baby anymore, she's more of a toddler. The quality of cameras were not the best. They all looked weird. I mean, this one doesn't look the best. I mean, it looks great, but it just looks kind of space age, and it's not my taste on the looks, but the quality of every camera I checked out on, like Bye Bye Baby, was not good. It worked. It did its job, but it wasn't like security camera quality. That's what Eufy does for you. That is security quality camera. That's awesome. So, like I said, if you're interested, check it out. I got a link in the description so you can check it out yourself. If this is your first time and want to see more videos like this, reviews, be sure to subscribe. And if you have any questions or comments about this, go ahead and put them in the description below. Or not the description, but the comment section below. And I will see you next time.